Morning, everyone. Welcome back to Deep Sky Farm. Welcome back to El Villarejo, sort of. We're on my test map. Usually when I'm recording, I have a main map that I'm doing the series on and a test map that's usually a version or two behind, sideways, parallel. It's where I test things out to see if they're going to work before I try them. I try and do this to keep the series going, and sometimes I forget and things go sideways, but anyway. We're here, and I've got a tractor running the windrows across the backfield. And you may be asking, why are we doing this? We've already done the hay in the backfield. And you're right, we have. What I want to show you is how I set up Autodrive to work with Courseplay to automate the process of picking up the hay in the backfield. And you'll notice that there's a difference between this and the episode. In the episode, I had the windrows going the other way, like 90 degrees to this. And I chose to do this way for a reason. And that reason is I think with the setup that I'm going to do, it's actually going to work better. So we'll let this tractor carry on, and we're going to hop into the other tractor, and I'm going to start setting things up and show you how all this works. I'm assuming that you have a baseline knowledge of how to set up an Autodrive network, so I'm not going to get too into that. But I just want to show you more the pattern and the shape of how I think it's going to work. And then we're going to try it out at the end. Okay, let's hop into the other tractor. Okay, so we're here, not in the Xylon, we're in the GTA 380 Turbo. I wanted to test out this workbox. This is a new mod that just hit the mod hub. I forget who did it. It might be DD Mod Passion, but don't quote me on that. It's on the mod hub. It's in the new section. And it's under trailers. I'll see if I can remember to put a link on here. So what we're going to do is we want to start recording. And we're going to record a loop around the outside of the field, going clockwise. And hopefully we can do this without running into the other tractor. But this is going to be the start of it. And I want to say that I might need to move out a little bit. Also, we may end up swapping this tractor out for the 716 because we're going to be pulling a lot of weight up and down hills here. But I just want to see how this thing works. And I'm hoping it works out well because this has a pretty decent turning radius on it, so it shouldn't get hooked up when it's making its end run turn. Basically, what I want to do is I want to play the same game that I did with the Xylon, which is to have... Oh, turning that up. I want to play the same game that I did with the Xylon, which is to have it running combination of both Autodrive to get back and forth to the husbandry and Courseplay to handle the actual picking up of the hay. And I'm putting a boundary loop in here. And what this is going to do is it's going to give the tractor a reference on how to get where it needs to get. And I'm going to do this all the way around the field. And then we're going to start making our branches off of that. And the theory is that once the pickup wagon hits 100%, it's going to say, I need to go and empty. And it's going to go and empty at our cow barn. And then when it empties at the cow barn, it's going to follow an Autodrive course back to the field. Courseplay is going to turn back on. And it's going to say, okay, I'm good to go. And it should pick up at the last waypoint that it was at. So I'm trying to be sort of careful here to stick to the outside as much as possible, but I'm not being too overly concerned about it. There we go. And you'll notice that I've got a different tractor on the windrower. I'm testing that one out. Don't worry. I still have the Xylon for you Xylon fans, but I'm testing that one out to see if I like it. It's a Fendt 200, also available in the Mod Hub. I do like the color. Okay, there's our boundary loop set. And I don't have connect to... Whoops. I forgot to turn off recording. And it's right underneath a pile of menus. So stop recording. Alt, click, Alt, click, Alt, click to delete, Alt, click, Alt, click, Alt, click. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some going across the field. And basically what I want to try and do is I want to try and guide the thing up to the closest navigation point, wherever it happens to be. So I figure we're going to start probably here. Yeah, let's do one here. And then we're going to test it and see how well it works. And we're going to lay these out all across the field. Basically that. Every so often. And it should work out. I think I put like 4 or 5 of them on the episode. I'm going to do probably about the same here. Nope. Start with that one and go to that one. And I have it set up so that I'm not auto-connecting anything. That's in the Autodrive menu. I'll leave that for you to figure out. Okay. I'll do a bunch more. Okay, so I've got a bunch of these laid across the field at basically 90 degrees to the windrows. And they're all going from the bottom of the field, the bottom of the hill, up to the top of the field so that it connects into this top row up here, except this one. This one's a bit of a shortcut. And it's going from the top of the field to the bottom of the field. And that's meant to turn our tractor this way and get it connected and pointing towards the barn. So then the next thing we can do after our little blue guy gets out of the way here is start laying in this, which is about here, I think, is where we're going to start this. This is going to be our tip. And we want that to be fairly straight while we come right close to the fence. And we bring that across here. And I'm going to call that one. Yeah, that looks like it should catch it. If not, we'll move it out a little bit further. That will be... That's going to be our cow barn hay tip. And I'm going to come out this way to minimize interaction with the feeding robot, just in case that happens. I'm going to bring that back in, something like this. Stop recording, and I'm hooked up to this one here. You know, I also realized that you can't see my mouse on the video, or that it shows up in a different place from where it actually is. Should look into that, figure out why that is. Anyway, the one where the red line's pointing to, that one's going to be F20. Wait. And you can call these whatever you want. It's just a custom. So then up in Courseplay, we're going to lose our temporary course, right? And we're going to load up. Oops. Going to go here. F20 windrower. Okay. And then here, down in Autodrive, is F20 weight. Sorry, that's incorrect. Well, it's sort of correct. Cow barn hay tip. Hay, and then we turn this off and we turn this little Courseplay icon on. So we're not recording anything. Oh, why did that change? That should be hay. There we go. And turn our little Courseplay icon on. So if we drive back over here, we're going to test this and see how she goes. And we're going to pick up our Courseplay course between the tip and the weight. So somewhere in behind the barn here. And that should give us a good idea if everything's working. Okay. Auto drive. Oh, I'm going to have that set to first waypoint. Although last waypoint would work well. Because we haven't done a waypoint on there yet. And there we go. Okay, we are collecting hay. The only thing that can go wrong at this point is our tip is in the wrong place, but I think we're good. I mean, that's not the only thing that can go wrong, but it's the most likely thing to go wrong. Oh, and our little blue guy has finished work. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, you can hang out there. Yeah, Bent 200 Vario. That's actually a nice little tractor. I kind of like the idea of bringing that onto the farm. Okay, let's get back to the GTA. Oh, there we go. We're already ripping across the field. It seems to be handling the weight of the thing okay so far. Okay, that needed to go a little bit further ahead. So right click, drag that up there, drag that up there. Let's see if we can get it to pull ahead on its own and catch it. There we go. Okay, now it's going to leave the auto drive route and it's going to go looking for the last waypoint that it was at. Let's see, here's where it could get into trouble. Let's turn on the Courseplay course just to, well, it's right there. Okay, it's going to take probably 3 trips around to get back to where it needs to be in the middle of the field. So we're just going to watch this unload, and I'm going to check in on it when it's doing like the main, the center of the field. You know what I mean? Not the headlands. This corner could be better. Yeah, we'll let that go. And we're going to jump into our little blue guy here. It's not technically blue, but... yeah, we're going to connect off of this one here. Make that a little bit more of a sweeping turn. Actually, let's leave that on. And let's turn their Courseplay to on. And we're going to go catch the other one. This thing is insanely cute. Look how cow. I wonder if we can tell what it's tracking. I think it's tracking... yeah, it's tracking the Courseplay track. Okay, go by the turnoff. Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh yeah, that's a much better corner. Now, the only part that's going to be kind of rough in this one is it's going to want to drive pretty much all the way around the field to get back to this point. But we'll see how it handles it. And I don't really need that menu on. I sort of think I should put F20 weight about here. But let's see what this does. Is it going to turn right? Yeah, it's going to turn right. I wonder if I can put a connector through this little cut through. And I think it might also be dependent on how we set up Autodrive might depend on how Courseplay figures out its start point. That'll be an experiment for another time. But if we were to set the start point for Courseplay somewhere down here, for example, then we could just rip out of the tip. Yeah, okay. There may be a supplement to this video. The supplement to the supplementary video. Okay, we're on to the inner course now. It's handling the weight up the hill. Okay, and it's full. It's found the course. It's heading back to the barn. Okay. Catch up when it's back here. Okay, so I forgot to record, or I didn't press record, on a whole bunch of intermediate stuff, but that's okay. You saw the basic layout of what we were doing, and I kind of sketched out my ideas of how to improve it. So what I did off camera is I went through, I cleaned up a bunch of corners, and I added a secondary entrance to the field, and I switched over to that. My thinking is having the entrance to the field closer to halfway down the field means that we don't have to go all the way from one end of the field all the way down to the other. And that's what we're going to do here. It's going to leave the track going around the barn. And it's going to come up into here and pick up on F20 weight. The other advantage of entering the field here is that it's never going to interfere with the feeding robot, or hopefully never interfere with the feeding robot. And there we go. And you can see what I've done, in addition to having north-south lines, I've added extra east-west lines so that it's always tracking something close. And we'll see how that works whenever it fills up here. It's gonna come up here, it's gonna pick up its Courseplay. And it's just gonna run straight down this line here. And if you watch the red line, you can see which waypoint it's attached to. And the intermediate waypoints, or the intermediate lines or tracks or whatever we want to call them, I've got them running all pointing, well, east. Okay, we're going to turn around at the end here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to regenerate this course. I'm not going to make you suffer through a whole video, but do this again, but have 4 headlands. Because we are getting out a little bit far in the margins for my liking, and I know that if we had the Xylon on this, it would end up getting stuck out there. Right, now is it going to get caught on this tree? Interesting. I wonder what setting I have that made that intelligent decision. Okay. We don't need to see this part, so I'm just going to pause recording here. Okay, here we go. We're coming back down into the middle of the field, and we're going to see how it reacts. You can see the red line. Now we're tracking one of the intermediate lines going east. And whenever it clicks up to 100%, it should track its way all the way back to the barn following this line. And we're actually doing really well on this. We've got the entire western half of the field mostly done. There we go. Okay. It's picked up the bottom line. And I suppose I could put the south-facing line a little bit closer. And I need to make connections to that south-facing line. But that's not the end of the world. That's basically what we want it to do. Yeah, there's our south line coming in to connect. Yeah, I don't want to move it any closer than that because I don't want it to be too tight of a turn. But we are going to fix up that one connection. We're going to hop in our little blue guy here, which I discovered, well, I think I read it. in the description on the mod hub, but it does have, it's either IC or simple IC, one of the two. So we need connections. We have a connection up here. Yes, yes. Yeah, I did that wrong. That doesn't connect like that. This should connect like that. Right, so it'll scoop it around that corner. Okay. Oh, okay, so our hay is full. Now what? Now I guess we got to set up another track to put it into the big storage, or the secondary storage. So, let's do this. We're going to turn that off. Going to turn that off. We're just going to drive over and kind of sketch this out and see how it works. I don't know if we should come through the cow barn or if we should go across the bridge. Because what I am concerned about is this corner here. Right? That's not an easy corner to make. And our van is in the way. Bring it around like this and we connect up here. Oh, actually, no, we're going to have to erase a bunch of stuff. And this is going the wrong way anyway. This is another track for something else. So yeah. So we'll ignore that and just put that back there. And I may decide to rip this out. Right? Yeah, because that was the tip for the silo. So we've got to figure out where we're going to start this. And I think we're going to start recording this one here. So let's see how our entrance to the field looks. Because this is mighty tight coming through here. And it'll pick up Courseplay from here once it hits that, so I don't have to worry too much about making that all that smooth. What if we're coming off the field this way? Does that make it better? Because I can take out that entire middle section if we have to. The section that runs down beside the cow barn. Does it make it better to come off this way? It's going to come... it won't make a whole lot of difference. But we'll do it anyway. This is fraught with disaster, by the way. Come ahead one more click. Okay, and we're going to delete that for now. Okay, and this is going to be a storage tip. It's not as tight as Valley Spring. That's all I have to say. Okay, so we're going to be tipping at a storage tip, and we're going to have at F20 weight. Turn that off. Turn that off, turn that on. And we're going to see what this does. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so there's our windrow. It's going to grab that, and we're going to see how this does. This one should fill up pretty quick because it's running all the way across the field. And once we do start making some money on this map, one of the first things we're going to invest in is a bigger forage wagon. I'm curious to see if this is going to route this through the barn and the hay tip, or if it's just going to follow the outside path all around the outside. 29. Okay. It should keep it in the field. And if we've done our sums right, this should work out. I'm a little bit concerned because it's really tight going through there. Although this tractor seems to have a really good turning radius. Okay, we're going around the outside. That's good. Okay, that's, I'm happy with this. Now, if it can navigate its way out of here without getting all tangled up, I'm going to call that a victory. And I think we have it. Yep, Courseplay just kicked on. It's looking for its last waypoint. See, now a human would pick up one of these and carry it across, but I'm not going to fault the robot for that. We're actually almost done here. That's pretty amazing. I noticed that it seems to be okay with the off track. That's pretty good. Yeah, okay, so I think at this end of the field, on the next revision of this, I turn the cross paths going the other way. But this isn't too bad. This isn't the end of the world. And maybe add something along the road too. Right, because my instinct as a human would be to jump off and run along the road instead of coming back up through the field here. I don't know. You want to build an Autodrive network with me? There we go, and we know that this part works because it's done it twice. Alright, we're going to call this good here. I'm really happy with how this has come out. This is saved a lot of manual back and forth. Mind you, I don't mind the manual back and forth, but on this farm there's a lot of things to do simultaneously, so it's good to be able to have things running in the background while you're doing other things. So, I'm going to say thank you very much for coming out. We're up to 109 subscribers as of this morning. That's pretty cool. If you've stuck with us this far, why not think about subscribing yourself? It helps keep the channel going. It helps the channel grow. Leave us a like. Ring the bell if you want to get notified about new content. Share us with your friends. Tell us about this cool thing that you found. It all helps. It all helps grow the channel. We do have a Discord. I'll leave a link down in the description. And I'm just going to let this run. Finish off this field. Thanks again, everybody, for coming out. We'll catch up with you again. Until the next time, take care of yourselves, y'all. Okay, this is the supplemental recording to the supplemental recording that I threatened you with. If you go into your active workers section of your map, this one here, and you put Autodrive into whatever mode this is, it's the edit mode. That's what it's called. It brings up your Autodrive course, and you can see where we've got things set up. So you can see here we've got the boundary loop going all the way around the field. Okay, and then we've got our secondary ones coming across like this. This is the one southbound route that turns us back in towards the hay barn or out towards the road. And then I've added a couple of other cutoffs here. Out here to follow the road down, and one coming through here through the silage bunkers, because we're going to need that later. And then back in through here, we come down, there's our hay tip right here, our hay storage tip. And then we come around here, we've got one option to come around back out up to the field. And then the other option is to go forward to this. This is the silo tip. This is our silage load. And then here we've got fertilizer and hay, and we've got the silo load here. So that brings it background like this. And then over here off on a secondary route, which is in kind of brown, this is the wait for field 29, and this is our refuel point. So theoretically, we should be able to refuel when we're on auto drive, as long as we remember to keep our refuel point full. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you in the next video how to copy this auto drive into your folder if you want to use it. I'm assuming you have Autodrive. I don't know if this is going to be useful, but it might be fun for you to play with. But I need to copy this out of the experimental backup map onto the main map. So that's going to be the next video. That's all. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, y'all. We'll catch you next time.